to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Please be sure to drop down, hit the like button if you enjoy these videos, and subscribe to my channel for more. I do drop videos every week on Thursdays after 3 p.m. So let's go ahead and get right into this set. Super pretty set that we're doing today. It is another Gel X Aprés set, and this is a shape that I don't normally do. We're actually changing it up. You've probably seen this client's hands before. She always gets Gel X and really loves them. They do have the same durability and last about the same amount of time that a set of acrylic nails will last on you. So just keep in mind that they're strong and durable, and when applied correctly, you can wear them just as long as any other type of nail extension. Okay, but I have done this I've done this plenty of times before, where you see me using my light from Kiara Sky to cure. I just think that one, the actual shape and form of it, whoever engineered it was really thinking of the end user. That's my favorite one to use. I just glide it on and then hold it right over her hand. I do pull this one back a lot, and you'll notice that with each finger I only wave it over a few seconds and then take it off. The gel that I'm using today does have a heat spike, and she already is a little bit sensitive. She had very thin nail beds. Sorry, not nail beds. Her nail plate was just very thin from, wear and tear and not really keeping up with her nails. So we started using the Gel X on her just so that they could have a little bit of a break from all the rough housing and still look cute and pretty and get designs. Like I said, this is an easy method, so I love doing it. She loves how it lasts and loves how it looks. We just decided on this one that we were going to change up the shape. So I'll let you watch me finish applying this hand, and we'll move right into the design. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is shape the nails. I did just take a flat clipper and take off the pointy part. She was going for more of a oval / almond shape, rounded instead of pointy. So I just cut that point off and then took my file and rounded it off and made sure that I always like to make sure that the extension or the nail that's going to hang over the part that's going to be her actual length. I hope that makes sense. I hope you get what I'm saying. I try to make sure that is thinner, so it's not going to be not going to make her fingers look stubby, not going to look blunt. So you'll see that I'm tapering in as I go, and it helps that those tips were already pre-shaped into a stiletto. So once I remove the point and I start curving it in, you can see right there, I'm just tapering it, making it slimmer. That just, like I said, it keeps your fingers from looking really, short and stubby. You always want them to look long, elongated, and classy. So that's what we were going for. We pretty much went over what colors she wanted for her design compared to what I had, and once she chose, because it was like a natural nudie pink with some added deep tones of pink in there, we picked out what we decided looked best, and looked most similar to the picture, and I went ahead and got started. So the first color that I'm actually going to use as the base color is called Plum Blossom, and it's by the gel bottle. If you know, you know, I love the gel bottle. Even though where I work, I don't use it as much anymore. Girl, when I say I still faithfully purchase from the gel bottle, I still faithfully purchase. But that's what I'm going to use as the base. I'm going to go ahead and put down a couple layers of that to make sure that it looks opaque. With this color, it is more on the sheer side, and that's one thing that I like about it and why I think it works really well as a base, because it's buildable. So you can have your one layer or your one coat, and it looks more like a flesh tone, almost like it could have been a natural nail. Or you can do what I did and make the second coat, which gives it a little bit more of an opaque base, but it's still soft and still really dainty and feminine, which is what she was going for. Okay, so I'm taking those colors that we picked out for the marble. I'm lining them up. This was actually something I've been seeing like trending, I guess, I don't know, on Instagram to do marble. But I take each one, line them up right next to each other, then use a dotting tool to strike through all 4 colors all the way through. And I go opposite ways. So sometimes I go left to right, sometimes I go right to left until it looks good. And then I take this flat brush, scoop some up on the brush, and gently place that down onto the nail. And then I align it whichever way I want it. So I basically went from one corner to the next, and then where it was a little bit thicker, I spread it out and had her put her hand in the light. I did end up doing this twice, I believe. One time for each hand. So be mindful whenever you're scooping up to leave at least enough to do each, nail on that hand. But as you can see, I just squirted it down on there. I know that sounds nasty, but that's really how it goes. So I'm going to do it again for her other hand. Go ahead and line up my colors. So white, more of a taupey color, a deep pink, and then a more muted pink. Strike through each one with my dotting tool, going left to right to left to right. And then once I get it looking good, use that brush to scoop it up and squiggle it. When I place it down onto the nail, I just kind of move it in a squiggly motion so that it creates that those creases and those lines throughout. And that's how we made her design. Pretty easy, pretty cute. I thought that it made the colors mix really well. I will say, maybe don't try this with a color that's so overpowering that it makes the other colors look brown. But other than that, have at it, test it out with all kind of different stuff. I think that would be cute for like a 70s style set. It would really pop if you had like the teal and like orangey colors, and I just think it'd be cute. I might try that. So the next thing that I did was these gold flakes, and y'all know I have a love-hate relationship with the gold flakes, but I think I'm warming up to them more. I try to pre-rip them or pre-cut them, whatever you want to call it, so that I don't completely struggle, but I still even had to make them smaller with these tweezers and my dotting tool. What I did learn was that if I use gloves, I can kind of use the glove to smush it down. I don't like using my bare finger to smush it down because obviously I get sticky, it sticks to me, it just doesn't go where I need it to go. And sometimes the same thing happens when I'm working with my tweezers and the dotting tool. But in this case, I was able to go ahead and place them, and then I kind of learned, if I use the tip of my finger in this glove, I can smush them down perfectly to where they don't move and I can top coat them. So I'm going to continue adding gold flakes to this hand, and then once that other hand is done in the light, I'm going to add the last of the marble to the thumb and put gold flakes on it as well. Can you see how much quicker I'm moving once I'm hitting it with my finger instead of trying to smooth it with the tweezers? Oh my God, I'm glad I realized that. Now I might, actually have fun doing foils. Because I used to really, really, really be struggling. But boom, I just slicked it down with my finger and it was all good to go. Once I got everything as far as the flakes down exactly where I wanted them, I went ahead and top coated everything. I top coated one hand and I'm going to do this one next. What I will say is I tried something new with the top coat. I use the actual Aprés top coat, which I never do. And I realized exactly why I never do it, because I don't like it. I don't know, maybe it just doesn't mix well with the other products, because this is the gel bottle and D&D gels, so maybe it just doesn't mix well with those. But I'm gonna stick to my old top coat because I know it worked on everything and it never left weird gaps or weird parts. Oh yeah, and this is the final result. Sorry I was blabbing, but they came out super cute. Make sure you follow me for more. Thanks.